we all know, times have been tough since the pandemic. We've all tried to regain our normalcy back, but I think it's safe to say things will never be the same. And in the business world, there's no exception. In today's video, we're going to discuss 15 major companies that are possibly closing stores in your area. Brick-and-mortar stores throughout the country appear to be meeting a sorry fate, as huge retailers seek to streamline their operations. Over the last month, several prominent retailers including Walmart, Amazon, CVS, Foot Locker, and Macys have announced a number of store closures. In total, nearly 1,000 stores are set to shut by the end of 2023, with many forced into desperate cost-cutting measures amid rampant inflation and declining bottom lines. But before we dive into the drama of the retail world, please don't forget to subscribe to this channel, share the video, comment, and give us a like. Alright, let's get into it. First on the list is Bed Bath & Beyond, a retail giant that once owned more than 1,500 stores across the country. But as part of a strategy change, it will aim to end the year with just 480. At least 416 of its US stores have been identified for closure, and each of its 65 stores in Canada are also set to be shuttered. California will be impacted the most and will see 35 stores close, while Florida will lose 23. New York will also lose 23, and Illinois will lose 18. Next on the list is CVS, who's currently the largest pharmaceutical provider in the United States. This company made $322 billion in 2022. I know it's a bit surprising they're on the list, however, they're not immune to the effects of inflation. CVS CEO Karen Lynch said earlier this year that it plans to close 900 stores nationwide by the end of 2026, with at least 300 stores closing annually for the next 3 years. However, it does still have roughly 9,600 stores throughout the country, according to Best Life. Retail expert Neil Saunders of Global Data warned in 2021 that too many stores are stuck in the past, with bad lighting, depressing interiors, messy merchandising, and a weak assortment of products. In a similar vein to CVS, Walgreens will also be closing 800 of its more than 9,000 stores. In April 2022, the company announced the rolling out of its first major drone delivery operation in Dallas-Fort Worth, symbolic of its push towards online retail. The company stated that it believes the future lies in telemedicine and seeks to be a leader in online pharmaceutical medicine. This year, its stores have closed in Florida, New York, Minnesota, Vermont, and Alabama. The future of Walgreens in California is also under question after Governor Gavin Newsom tweeted the state won't be doing business with Walgreens. The sound-off came after Walgreens decided to no longer sell abortion pills in states where they're prohibited following the overturning of Roe v. Wade. What's affecting this retailer is more nuanced. The home goods industry sales surged online during the pandemic. However, brick-and-mortar stores with a focus on home good items have suffered immensely. Tuesday morning, once a home goods store Juggernaut is closing 265 stores as it struggles to survive. This will be its second wave of closures in 3 years. Its massive reorganization comes as the chain filed for Chapter 11 bankruptcy recently, meaning it's now forced to close its least profitable outlets. These have primarily fallen in California, which will see 30 stores closed, Florida, which will lose 23, and Texas, which will lose 19. Other states set to see large closures include Virginia with 10, Georgia with 12, and Colorado with 14, to name a few. The largest retailer in the US, Walmart, said in February it would close 20 stores in 9 states and Washington, D.C. due to poor financial performance. Although 20 stores doesn't seem like a lot, given how big Walmart stores are, the impact will be felt. Walmart stores are on average 107,000 square feet, employing an average of 225 associates and offer 120,000 items. States to lose a Walmart are Arkansas, Hawaii, Florida, Illinois, Indiana, Minnesota, New Mexico, Oregon, and Wisconsin. The change conforms to a recent trend in which Walmart has carried out an annual culling of its underperforming retail stores. Its CEO Doug McMillon said in 2022 that record-breaking retail theft was a major factor in the company's economic performance and could lead to store closures. He further went on to say theft is an issue. It's higher than what it's historically been. Prices will be higher and/or stores will close. Without making this video about my opinion, I think he's lying. And I have evidence to back that up, but I'll hold off on opening on that topic and save it for another video. Target, like Walmart, said it will close 4 stores in 3 metro areas due to poor financial performance. The metro areas included in the closure plan was 2 near Washington, D.C., 1 in Philadelphia, and 1 in Minneapolis, Insider reported. The company cited declining foot traffic as its primary reason for the closures, and said most store employees would be offered positions at other locations. All 4 stores are smaller format locations of around 20,000 square feet, which the company began rolling out about a decade ago to reach shoppers in urban areas. The retailer even introduced a 6,000 square foot store in 2020 to reach yet more neighborhoods and campuses. As a mental comparison, let's use a Dollar General store if you're familiar with those types, which are approximately 7,400 square feet. So with that in mind, you can conceptualize how small a 6,000 square foot Target store is in comparison to their standard size stores. Big Lots is closing stores in urban centers as part of a strategy to target towns and more rural areas, the company's CFO Jonathan Ramsden said during an earnings call in December. Ramsden announced the imminent closure of at least 7 stores, 3 in California and 4 in Colorado before the end of 2023. The CEO, Mr. Thorne, further explained that Big Lots customers have pulled back on higher ticket discretionary purchases and focused their buying on staples. He said that the chain is making progress in adjusting its assortments and promotions to meet the needs of its low-income customers and discourage them from shopping elsewhere. According to the CEO, Big Lots has made progress simplifying and communicating its value offerings to its customers. The chain is also looking to leverage its scale and work more closely with trading partners to deliver compelling opening price points across product categories and segments. Foot Locker, who has a market value of $2.55 billion, announced that it's planning to shut more than 400 of its underperforming stores in shopping malls by 2026. The sportswear and footwear retailer currently has 1,300 retail locations in malls in the US. When the announcement was made, Foot Locker shares were down more than 5% for the day, despite an overall upward trend in the stock market. The company said the closures will allow it to introduce new store concepts and boost its annual revenue by $1 billion. Gap Inc., which owns Banana Republic, announced in October 2020 that it would close around 350 stores around the US by the end of 2023. It has since been confirmed that just under 300 outlets have permanently closed, around 120 of which were Banana Republic and 175 were Gap. The group can therefore be expected to close another 50 or so this year. The CEO stated, "As we adapt to the current market conditions and meet the increase in online demand, we're looking thoughtfully at our real estate to support the best path forward." Amazon is planning to close a number of Amazon Fresh Grocery and Amazon Go convenience stores and will stop opening new branches, it announced in February. The company once hedged on the future of in-store grocery shopping as being cashierless, but it appears to be retreating from that position. Currently, there are about 38 Amazon Fresh and 28 Amazon Go stores in the US. In December, a handful of Amazon Fresh stores were left vacant, the information reported. The retailer is now said to be focusing on building its grocery business through Whole Foods, its subsidiary, which had 513 stores as of January 31, 2023, reported by Forbes. Macys has been shutting unproductive stores since 2016 and has closed 170 outlets in that period. February 2019, Macys Inc. was operating 867 stores, including Macys, Backstage, Bloomingdale's, Bloomingdale's Outlets, Blue Mercury, and Story. 641 of 867 stores were Macys, including 584 that are full line and 57 that are home, furniture, clearance, and specialty stores. There are 504 Macys stores in the United States as of June 13, 2023. The state with the most number of Macys locations in the US is California, with 89 stores, which is about 18% of all Macys stores in the US. The CEO stated, "We are in the final stretch." Jeanette said the company had been shifting its focus from stores and malls to elsewhere, and that although it was opening new stores, including Bloomingdale's concept store Bloomies and Market by Macys, its footprint was shrinking. The stores that were opening off-mall are much smaller than the ones that are in malls, he said. Bath & Body Works plans to close approximately 50 mall stores in 2023. The company stated they're looking to reposition their brand away from malls. Like most companies who relied on malls have found them to be less and less important as the retail landscape goes through its reformation. The closures are happening in the following states: Alabama, Arizona, California, Florida, Georgia, Idaho, Michigan, Minnesota, Missouri, Mississippi, New Jersey, New York, Ohio, Pennsylvania, Texas, Virginia, and Washington. Best Buy, who has a net worth of $17.41 billion, has also announced store closures. Best Buy plans to close 20 to 30 of their stores in 2023, which is a little higher than the normal pace of 15 to 20 closures per year. The company stated that they intend to open 8 smaller concept stores and 10 outlet locations. They haven't announced where these openings or closures will occur. Don't expect liquidation sales. Best Buy will likely transfer products to other stores or be sold via BestBuy.com. Nordstrom has decided to restructure as well. Nordstrom stated they're getting out of downtown San Francisco due to crime, and they're closing their flagship store and their Nordstrom Rack location there. The luxury department store chain also stated they're closing a combined 15 stores across the US and Canada this year. Of the 15 Nordstrom stores closing, 13 are located in Canada and 2 are located in the US. Among the 13 Canadian stores closing, 7 are Nordstrom Rack stores, while 6 are Nordstrom stores. The store closings will eliminate 2,500 jobs and will be finalized by late June. GameStop is the world's largest video game retailer, with over 6,100 stores located throughout the United States. Although GameStop doesn't have plans to close stores in the US, they have announced international closures. Why this is important is because in many cases, when a company moves out of another country, it's a sign of things to come domestically. We saw that with Bed Bath & Beyond, which exited Canada first. GameStop closed 1,000 stores in 2021, but in 2023, they're closing all 35 locations in Ireland. So what do I think? I think the old version of brick-and-mortar stores are on their last leg. I strongly feel the old way of doing business is dead. I can say with certainty the 1960 days of walking around Sears is over. Online shopping is the future. Don't get me wrong, brick-and-mortar stores definitely have a role in the economy. However, I do believe their functionality will have to change. I think brick-and-mortar locations are going to move more so towards a hybrid store model with a huge focus on online retail. For example, Best Buy and Walmart allow you to buy something online and come in store to pick it up the same day. Among other things, I believe this is how these stores will be used going forward in the future. So what are your thoughts of these store closures? Do you all shop at any of these companies? Have you heard about any closures of the stores in your area? Let us know in the comments below. And if you enjoyed this video, please don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel. Thanks for watching, and see you next time.